Here in front of me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the Ceratothrium summum subspecies, further known as southern white rhinos. These square-lipped rhinos have two horns on the top of their head, one horn being larger than the other, and one smaller than the other. Except for the little hair on their ears and on their eyelashes, these beasts have little to no hair over their entire bodies. They are always on the move, which half the time is spent looking for food and water to eat, seeing that they need nearly 120 pounds of grass each day. They mainly live in the grasslands and savannas of southern Africa. Though these rhinos do not have any specific role in the ecosystem, they do play a large role in the symbiotic relationship with many other animals. For example, the small oxpecker birds that sit on the backs of these large animals feed off of the ticks and little bugs inside the skin of the rhinos. They create a substantial food source for these little birds that they can live off for years upon years. These southern white rhinos live together communally and safely for thousands of years. However, it wasn't until the start of the 1900s that these rhinos' rates began to fall. Over time, the ivory in these rhinos' tusks began to be sought after by some of the largest industries in the world, being the religion, fashion, and medical industries. However, there is often no other way to get this ivory from the rhinos than by killing them with a gun. Unfortunately, this practice has continued all the way till today, for the industry provides such a high reward, low risk yield. Many oppressed people throughout the entire world cannot provide for their families without a substantial job. However, this industry provides such a high reward that this is often a good alternative to provide for both themselves and their families. Thus, it has been estimated by many scientists that the extinction rate of these rhinos has been made 100 times faster due to poachers. This threatened species has spent 12 years on CITES under the worst of all, Appendices 1. However, these southern white rhinos can be saved through the help of the entire world. What is misunderstood by many people is the fact that most of the illegal animal trading that occurs between the ivory of the rhino's tusk does not occur in the country which the poachers illegally obtained thereafter. Thus, I believe that it is essential to create routine checks at all borders of African countries looking for items known to be sought after by poachers coming in from both air and sea. I also believe that it is essential to place fines on anyone who has any illegal substance coming from these rhinos. However, I believe that the current fines should be made much more harsh and punishable by imprisonment. Next, I believe that anyone entering any African country with a legal record of poaching should be questioned by security officials as to why he or she is entering the country. Then, those officials shall determine whether or not he or she should be allowed into the country or not. And finally, I believe that these southern white rhinos should be able to live freely and safely, free of all of these distractions, in sanctuaries where they will be able to roam freely and live as they once lived, prosperous. Though the battle in saving the lives of thousands of these rhinos is far from over, if we implement these solutions and gain awareness from people all over the world, we can finally be one step closer to achieving the goal of making sure that these rhinos do not go extinct and can live for thousands of years.